Well, sorry about the glare, but I had to use a flash because it's dark enough. As you can tell, it's pissing down rain in Tillamook here. I shot a video on this before with one apparently inaccurate assumption. I'll get to that in a minute. But, well, MP3 player, my rechargeable speaker, and my piece of shit $10 flip phone, which is what I've been using for the most part to contact everyone on Facebook, etc. This is a Goal Zero, let's get this right, Guide 10 Plus AA battery charger that you can use on your solar panel. You'll note I've got Energizers in there. I'm using store-bought AA batteries with this thing to recharge these items, and quite well, actually. The assumption and or mistake that I made was that I could do this with my smartphone, and it may still work. I don't know, because the first time I was doing this is when I shot the video, and I charged up my phone pretty much all the way, or enough that I could leave it alone for a while anyway. And then, sorry about my hands, I'm on the road, and it's been a long and dirty road. Anyway, and then after shooting the video, I unplugged this phone from it and plugged in my smartphone, and I got a good charge, and it killed the batteries fine, popped the batteries. Put in another set of batteries, because I left Portland with a frickin' Ziploc full of these damn things. These little buggers get heavy, man, I'll tell you. Anyway, and about maybe a half hour later, the light is red, which means it's drained. Both this and the smartphone were really hot. I don't know if there was a bad battery in the batch, the set of 4 that I put in there the second time, or if it's just the fact that the smartphone pulls way too much wattage. Either one is completely likely, so far as I can tell. I'm not that savvy with tech. But when it comes to these guys, all 3 of these, the other speaker system that I just got from another cyclotourist who had a batch of misfortune, he had this nice little handlebar mounted speaker system, which kind of doubles as a small handlebar bag, and an iPod. Well, he'd been coming down the Washington coast during those rainstorms, and the iPod was apparently it's just sitting in water and essentially fried. So I traded in for the speakers, which are rechargeable also, and once again, this works just fine. Part of the reason why I did it is because, as handy as this is for the amount of money that I paid, the extendo base, yada yada yada, I think it's starting to pop. So, yeah, well, you get what you pay for, right? Anyway, it still works like this. It's just not as rich. But, yeah, the whole point of this was actually this thing. This was, what the fuck was it? $45 on Amazon. And it enables you to use store-bought piece of shit batteries when, like in my present case right now, both sets I have 2 sets of AA batteries for this thing, are drained, and I needed to charge things. My phone, I don't need to charge this, but I like my fucking music. Shut up, don't judge. And yeah, this is a handy and nifty option. I've always wondered if there's some way to use AA batteries to charge things, and everyone's always told me no, it doesn't exist. It's just not feasible, the voltage is wrong, da 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 da. Goal Zero found a way. I don't even know if they realized this potential. It was a knee-jerk twitch when I was in Fort Stevens, and it worked. If at first you do succeed, try not to look astonished. Here's my stove, my coffee pots, my Eric back there, my mocha pot, of course, trailer wheel, and a really annoyed dog who's licking his paws. He's annoyed with me because we haven't gone outside, even though he hates the rain more than I do. Those little shit. Anyway, but yeah, if I've also found some other oddball advantages with this piece of shit. Its Facebook access is really retarded, but I can still read your guys' messages. I can still, respond in kind, even if it is the 1, 2, 3 ABC horseshit typing. But this thing, unlike my smartphones, as I found out last year, I can just plug straight into my solar panel during a sunny day and just charge it straight off. I don't need to use a power bank as an intermediary. With a smartphone, it requires such exact, specific voltage and wattage. Once again, Tony's probably going to correct me on this in a comment, whatever. Love you, dude. That you can actually fry the battery, which is what I did to one of my phones. Don't tell Verizon. I got a freebie on that one. Yeah, so I mean, with a smartphone, yeah, you do need an intermediary, whether this thing or my EC Tech 13,000 milliamp hour yada thing that I got on Amazon as well. And those things are handy too, because I mean, you can literally just carry power with you. You can plug them into the wall and charge them. You can, or solar panel, whatever. But when everything's drained, this is a nifty option. You can't do a smartphone with it, but if you have one of these little bastards, I mean, this was on sale for $10 at Fred Meyer's. I think it normally retailed for like 20. It's an LG POS flip phone. It does have a browser, kinda. I can check the weather reports on AccuWeather because it actually comes with the damn thing, go figure. But yeah, this is just like yet another option basically that is available for ramblers, tourists, nomads, whatever, that happen to have electronic gizmos and gadgets. Now, needless to say, without a huge investment and probably a fair bit of weight additional, this system specifically can't charge, say, laptops or whatnot. There is the Zero Sherpa system, which does have an optional and additional cost, of course, 120 converter that you can do that with. But it takes for fucking ever to charge the unit, but it does last a long time. On the cycle touring page, I think it was Tim Schneider who found and posted an optional system, which is $350 rather than the $600 or $700 of the Sherpa system I was just talking about. That will, because of the way it comes, charge 120 items, laptops, plug-in headlights like my Night Sun, etc. So Goal Zero is not the end-all be-all by any means. It just happens to be what I'm already invested into at this point. And discovering neat options like this, kind of helps, vindicate my decisions, I guess. For the rest of Facebook land and possibly YouTube at this point, because it's probably going to be one of those kind of videos, I will try and relocate that information from Tim Schneider. Actually, I think I shared it on my page too, so if you scroll down, you might actually find it. But I'll go ahead and see about reposting it, and I'll actually do some more research and have my friend Tony and maybe Jeff help me with the research on that. And we'll sort that out. At any rate, one of several options, some nifty sideband options that weren't probably intended, but work anyway. Go figure. And this is me signing off before this fucker hits 10 minutes. Bye-bye.